Meet Greg Popovich, the NBA's most successful coach. As basketball is one of Taiwan's most beloved sports, some of you may know a bit about the NBA. If that's you, you'll likely know who Greg Popovich is. If not, it's time that you learned about this talented American basketball coach. He's so good that he's won more games during his career than any other coach in NBA history. He has coached the San Antonio Spurs since 1996, and in that time has won 5 NBA championships. With the Spurs, he has also won 18 consecutive 50-win seasons, which is an NBA record. In recognition of his achievements, he has been named Coach of the Year 3 times. So what's the key to Popovich's success? Well, he is known for his demanding coaching style, but he is also respected as a clever leader. The NBA is full of star players, but star players don't win championships alone. Popovich recognizes this and found a way to make every player compete for the team. This is something that's easier said than done, though.
Hi everyone and welcome to English for You. I'm Pat.
Hi everyone, it's been a long time and I'm Nikki.
And today we're talking basketball and in particular one of the most successful coaches in the NBA, Greg Popovich. Let's learn about him in the first part of the article, which begins, As basketball is one of Taiwan's most beloved sports, some of you may know a bit about the NBA.
那今天的文章一开头就告诉我们，篮球是一项台湾人很热爱的运动，所以说如果熟悉篮球的话，大概也对 NBA 会略知一二。Here we see the word beloved. Beloved is an adjective. It means that you have something, you love something very much, or it could be also someone that you have a romantic relationship with. So here it means that Taiwanese people love basketball.Yeah,
and you can say beloved or just beloved. You can sound that final syllable or not. Both ways of pronouncing it are okay. So the article continues, If that's you, if you love basketball, you'll likely know who Greg Popovich is.Confession, I did not.
I did not
before reading this article. Basketball just isn't as big in the UK. So if not, meaning if you don't know much about the NBA, it's time that you learned about this talented American basketball coach. Okay, so he's a coach. He's not a player. We'll talk about the word coach in just a moment, but since this sentence included today's language in focus, Nikki's going to help you learn more about it.
接着课文说到，如果你是这样热爱篮球的人，那有很高的几率你知道谁是 Greg Popovich。但是如果你并没有热爱篮球的话，那刚好现在就是你认识这个超级厉害的篮球教练的时间啦。在这边我们看到一个文法 It's time that you做什么事情加一个动词的过去式，属于是和现在事实相反的假设语气，指的就是说现在并没有这样，但是该是时候这样了。这边搭配的动词要记得会是过去式。It's about time that we took our dream trip all around Japan. So it means that we've been talking about going to Japan for some time now, but we haven't been able to, and maybe now is the time.So
back to the article, we've described Greg Popovich as a talented basketball coach. If you're talented, you are skilled in a particular area. And this is usually the result of natural talent and ability, which has been improved by study and practice. The difference generally between a talent and a skill is a talent is something you're born with, and a skill is something you learn. Of course, you can practice and improve both, but we generally think of talents as something that somebody just has. It's just in their DNA somewhere. You might say, for example, the talented singer soon started appearing on TV shows and in concerts.
Talented 是形容词，有才华的或是有天赋的。那它的名词是 talent， 指的就是天分。那当我们说一个人 talented, when someone is talented or gifted, it means that they have the natural ability to do something well. For example, we can say that Pat is a talented actor. He always takes the audience's breath away just by standing on the stage.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure if I am a talented actor. I'm not sure if it's something I was born with. I would say I'm talented in the way that I don't mind being stupid on stage and having people laugh at me.
Okay.
That's the talent part.
Okay.
So, Popovich is a coach. A coach is somebody who knows a lot about a particular area or a subject and can teach others to improve their skills in that subject. And it's pretty much always a physical skill, something you do rather than just knowledge, like a teacher teaching a subject. It's often used in sports, but it could be a music coach who teaches you how to play, an acting coach who makes you a better actor. Other areas, it's going to be a skill, something you actually do. You might say, for example, the soccer coach is from Brazil and wants to bring a love of the game to the kids he teaches.
Coach 在这里的意思是教练，那它可以是名词，也可以是动词。若是变成动词使用的话，它的意思会是指导。那 coach 的意思其实有点像是 teacher 老师，可是他们是训练运动相关领域的老师。So if it's someone who trains a basketball or a football team, we call them coach. 那例句说，这位来自巴西的足球教练想要散播足球爱给这些他教的小孩。
So Popovich is a really talented coach, and the article gives an example of why he's so well thought of. He's so good that he's won more games during his career than any other coach in NBA history.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so this guy is the top guy. And it's all been at one team. Some coaches will move around and coach a lot of different teams, but this guy has been with one team for like ages. We see he has coached the San Antonio Spurs since 1996. So that's coming up on like 30 years.
Yeah.
And in that time...
He's very loyal.
Yeah, and in that time has won 5 NBA championships. So he's not just won a lot of games, he's actually taken his team to be the best team in the NBA.
Exactly. 接着课文介绍到 Greg Popovich 的各种事迹，他是 NBA 历史上赢过最多场比赛的教练。同时，自从他在1996年开始指导马刺队之后呢，他就赢了5次的 NBA 冠军。Championship 指的是冠军的头衔或是称号 ，Championship 比较像是一场冠军大赛，而 Champion 则会是赢得比赛的那位冠军。So we can say that he was the champion or he won the championship.
That's right. So, yeah, this guy basically is the San Antonio Spurs. Like, he would have taken so many players, made so many great teams in that time. And we see another statistic here. With the Spurs, he has also won 18 consecutive 50-win seasons, which is an NBA record.
Wow.Consecutive 是形容词，意思是连续不间断的。那后面通常加的会是一段时间。Consecutive events or numbers are something that continue without any interruption.
Yeah, so for 18 seasons in a row, his team has won at least 50 games.
50 games.
Yeah, which is a lot. I can't think of... There have been a few soccer coaches that have managed or coached a team for a long time, but I can't think of any that have gone like 28 years with that much success.
Wow.
So it's pretty incredible. This isn't in any sport. So in recognition of his achievements, he, Popovich, has been named Coach of the Year 3 times. Just 3.
Just 3, yeah.
Yeah,
that
it surprises me that
question.
Maybe they're like, oh, we can't give it to him again.
No more.
We got to let somebody else win because this guy's so good.
Recognition 这个名词指的是认可或是承认。In recognition of something 就会变成了为了表扬或是为了表彰某件事情。那在这里课文的意思就是为了表扬 Greg Popovich 的丰功伟业，他3度被选为年度最佳教练。
And we're talking about his achievements here. Your achievements are something that is good or great, and it's usually a little bit difficult or challenging that somebody has done in their life or in their career. A school achievement might be getting really good grades or captaining the school's sports team. Other achievements could involve getting a particular job, going to a particular place. It could be anything. Maybe for some people it's writing a song, writing a book, something like that. You might say one of the band's proudest achievements is playing at Coachella, one of the US's most famous rock festivals.
Achievement 是名词，指的是一项成就或是佳绩。那 accomplishment is quite similar to achievement. However, an accomplishment is a task that has been completed, and an achievement is a goal that has been reached. So there's no duration in terms of achievements, while an accomplishment puts focus on the starting and ending point.
Yeah, that's a good way to separate them. So many people will be wondering after hearing all this, why is this guy so good? How has he managed to be so good for so long, even though, like, the players in those teams will not have always played, they won't play for the same team for that long. Sports people's careers don't last that long. So how has he done it? As the article asks, so what's the key to Popovich's success? And of course, success means achieving some kind of difficult or, kind of famous aim or purpose, something that not just you, but other people will look at and go, yeah, that was a great thing. You did really well. That was a success. So here's another example sentence for this. Joni tried applying for jobs at several companies, but she had no success, meaning she didn't get those jobs.
接着课文就问到底 Popovich 成功的要素是什么？ Success 是名词，指的就是成功或是成就。What makes Popovich so successful? 例句说 Johnny 尝试投履历到几间不同的公司，但是都没有成功。
And with a lot of these things, there's no one simple answer because then it would be easy for other coaches to copy. I mean, one thing I'm sure he does is change over time. So as basketball changes, as the league changes, he changes too. He doesn't just do the same thing every year. And the article says, well, he is known for his demanding coaching style, but he is also respected as a clever leader. So this phrasal verb, be known for, is used to say what someone or something is famous for, or what many people know about this person or thing. So if you ask, casual basketball fans, why is Popovich so good? They say, well, he's really demanding. He really pushes his players hard.
Exactly. 那课文告诉我们，他成功的要素之一是他的 demanding coaching style. Demanding 是形容词，意思是要求很高的。那 demand 当动词的时候呢，会是要求或是坚决地请求，所以当它变成形容词的时候，就会是苛求的意思。
And we also saw that Popovich is a clever leader. Someone who is clever is smart. They're intelligent. They have ideas that other people might not have, and they're pretty quick to have these ideas and understand things. They're not usually stuck with a problem for a long time. So you can describe people as clever, but also ideas or things like that as clever. You might say, using lots of smaller bags for clothes is a clever way to save space when packing.
接着另一个使他成功的原因呢，是他是个受人尊敬、聪明的领导者。When someone is clever, it means that they are able to learn and understand things quickly. They're smart. They're intelligent.
So the article moves on and says the NBA is full of star players. You think of Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, I mean, this guy was coaching when Michael Jordan was still playing.
Yeah.
But not for his team. And so the second half of this sentence, the NBA is full of star players, but star players don't win championships alone.
Because it's a teamwork.
Right. You can't just have one amazing guy and be like, that's it, we've got this guy, we're going to win everything now. Same with any team sport. And the article carries on, Popovich recognizes this and found a way to make every player compete for the team. So he recognizes this, he understands this fact that you can't just rely on star players to win you lots of games. He needs every player to compete. Here, compete means play to win by trying to be better or trying to be the best. And it involves working hard. It involves not being satisfied by, oh, I'm pretty good. I don't need to work anymore to improve. No, if you compete, you're really trying hardest to win every match, every one-on-one play. I'm always trying to improve one part of my game. You might say, for example, the company went out of business because it could no longer compete in the market. It couldn't be the best anymore.
我们常常说篮球就是一项团队活动、团队运动，所以即使球员再强，靠的还是彼此之间的合作。那这就是 Popovich 厉害的地方了。他找到了一个适合的方式，让他的队员们为了这个团队而打，而不是为了个人。Compete 是动词，指的就是竞赛或是竞争。All these players, they compete for the team. They play against other teams and they're in it for the win.So
the article or the first part of the article finishes by saying, this is something that's easier said than done, though. So it's not easy to get every player competing for the team. Something that's easier said than done, it's easy to say, but not very easy to actually do. It's a good idea that anybody can recognize and go, well, yeah, of course they need to compete for the team. But it's hard to actually put it into practice and make it really work. Now, we're going to learn a bit more about Popovich and his methods and what way he gets the players to do this in the second part of the article tomorrow. Right now, though, we're going to go to look at today's For You Chat question, which is,
Who is the most successful person you know? What makes them successful?Yeah,
that's a difficult question because it involves defining successful.
Yeah.
Like, are you successful because of a career that you've had, the money you've made? Are you successful for something else you've done? You know, I could think of several. Like, would I say my father because he became a doctor? He retired like young, when he was, I think, around 60, not much, or maybe even earlier. And he had 3 children. And he owns a house and things like that. Is that
Happy
successful?
Life.
Yeah. Is it my mum because she stopped working to have 3 children, then went back to work, became a university lecturer, recognized as somebody who was well known in her subject, and wrote a book about it?
Wow,
yeah.
She wrote a book.
A textbook, yeah, and a book about the subject. Is it a friend of mine named Jeremy who got a contract to publish his stories with a publishing company? So he is a traditionally published author whose book, he's from the States, but I found his book in a bookshop in my hometown.
Really?
So, he's made it. So what do you count as success? Those are just a few examples.
Yeah.
And what makes them successful? I think in every case, they worked hard. They didn't let little setbacks stop them. If they had hard times, they found a way to get through those hard times. If they were, they always tried to be better at what they did.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that would I would say that makes them successful. What about your answer?
I was just about to say that I was at the Sam Smith concert last week.
Okay.
And I think he's really successful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because he's a great singer. He writes a lot of songs and he's transformed. He's become a totally different person. And I think that's very successful.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if you're having big concerts in other countries in front of thousands of people, that's definitely a success. So that is all the time we have for today, but join us again tomorrow for part 2 of our article on Greg Popovich. We'll see you then. Bye for now.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Talented. Peter has always been very talented at playing the piano. His teacher is proud of him. Coach. The soccer coach arranged more training time for the team after they lost the last 3 games. Achievement. Writing a whole book was one of Beverly's great achievements from this past year. Success. George won several prizes for his acting, and his success made him famous. Clever. In this story, the clever fox tricks the dog and steals some cheese from it. Compete. The brothers always competed against each other when they were younger, but now they're good friends.
智慧小补帖
Beloved, beloved. Championship. Consecutive. In recognition of something. Demanding.